Hey guys, 828 Find Adventure here. I've got a new phone mount for my vehicle, or should I say accessory mount. It goes on the dash. It's made by Rago. Rago Fabrication, if I'm saying that right. It's R-A-G-O Fabrication. And it goes on top of the dash and has a couple of mounts, and you can mount different things that attach to the 1-inch ball mount, like a RAM mount, or I believe Rack Attack makes some stuff, Bulletproof. All these different companies make these mounting attachments. You can get them on Amazon. I'm gonna put a bunch of links under the video in the description if you want to check some out. I have those now. I have the Honda Garage mounts that connect to the vents on my dash, and then they have an extension. Again, this is using the RAM mount 1-inch ball mount, and then I have some extensions and then some things to hold the phone. One of them is made by Honda Garage, and it's all aluminum and fabricated really nice, and the other one is made by RAM Mount, and it works a different way but still holds the phone real good. I also have one to hold the iPad mini. But anyways, I've been using the Honda Garage mount with the RAM mount accessories since 2017, and works great. I like it. I like where it puts the phone. The problem is, where you use the vents in the Tundra, you can't close the vents all the way, and you can't use the direction as much. So it limits you probably about 60% of your vent usage on the inside, if that's where you mount it, near your radio. So I'm going a different route now. I'm going to mount something on top of the dash that has the mounts. It's going to free up the vents. I'll also be able to, since I'm not using the type of mount that mounts to the vent, I'll be able to cover the chrome ring with a nice matte black piece to get rid of some of that chrome that annoys me so much. Chrome's not for everybody. Neither is the matte black or the whole, chrome delete. So, no offense to anybody, but I'm just getting rid of the chrome. So let's check out what I got. So, all right, let's see what I got here. Here we have some thank you cards. We got a sticker. Got to get a sticker if you're paying this much money for parts. Let's see here. Got a couple of things here. Oh, look at this. All my hardware is all blister packed, and it looks like it came with a couple of mints or something. It says Dad's Root Beer. These are pretty good. I don't know if you've ever had them, but they're candy. But anyways, here's all the hardware. Nice. Packaged really nice. So you can see that. So in here, we have this piece that'll go on top of the dash first. I believe, yes, and this bolts down right here. Hold on a second, I'm gonna let Mr. Airplane go by. We have another bag here. This is the dual USB piece, bolts on top. And here's the main piece right here. So check that out. So this, of course, will go right there. This is the USB. Okay. This bolts to the dash first, and this bolts on top. Everything is threaded real nice and has a really nice look to it. I have a dash mat on my dash, and I'm probably gonna cut a section out of that so this can go on top, and I can still remove the dash mat if needed, even though I haven't removed it since I installed it. But anyways, this is what we'll have. And then, as you can see, all these mounts here, these places right here, as you can see, all these places through here that are tapped, they're for this mount. You can do that, you can do this. You can have tons of mounts everywhere to mount all sorts of things. You can cameras, whatever you want to. You can mount your GoPro, you can mount cell phone holders, iPad holders, walkie-talkies, whatever you got, or two-way radios, whatever you use these days. But anyways, uses these right here. These are ram mounts, and you know, that's all it is. And then you have an arm that extends out. So you have an arm that attaches to this. This is what the arms look like. And you loosen this knob, and the ball mount will go in there like that. You tighten this down, and then you can adjust this however you want. And this is what I'll use. And then the phone mount would go on the end of this. So you attach this to the plate, and then here your phone mount would go. So it would just go like this and hold your phone mount. Just like that. You could have them all over the place, sticking straight up, all different angles. These work great. So basically, this is what I have right now. These are the Hondo garage mounts. You can see they use a ram mount ball on an arm, but there's a little aluminum piece back here that bolts to the vent. Same with right here. You can see that. So let me show you where this is gonna go. This piece is gonna go right here, like that. And then we're gonna get this big metal piece, and it's gonna go on top, like that. Now, of course, it'll sit a lot flusher once I get this dash mat out of the way or trimmed for it. But basically, that's where it's gonna go. And it's gonna look pretty good. So let's get this thing mounted. Okay, so the first thing I did was, you have this plate right here, and on the bottom, mine has these 2 notches welded. I was worried it didn't have those, but they fit right in those grooves. I'm gonna have mine all the way back. I've marked the holes, where to drill, and it's just gonna be really easy. Basically, what I have to do now is just make sure to take all this out, drill the holes, bolt it together. Now I will tell you, and I got this from another video, and I will put a link under my video in the description. I'm gonna use fender washers underneath. They're just a bigger washer, and that'll make this more stable, especially if I have ram mounts on it with long arms. It'll just make it really stable. So the next part, just drill the holes and bolt it all together. Okay, first thing we do is we're going to pop this bottom part off. There we go. Here we go. Okay, we have that one. We'll just drop it down right there and leave it there. And this one, they say I should just be able to go like that, pop it out. There's a little plug back here. How does this plug come out? Oh, I see it. There we go, just like that. I'm gonna clean it off while it's here, polish it off. We're gonna set that right there. Okay, a couple of 10mm bolts. So let's get those and get those out. Okay, we got my 10mm. I have a magnetic socket. Let me show you this. I picked one of those up on Amazon. I probably a little more than I needed to spend, but just to feel secure that I wasn't gonna lose anything. Let's see how this works. Okay. There's one right here. There's two up front that are pretty close. First time using a magnetic boy, that one was pretty loose. Alrighty. Okay, I see it back there. Wow, those are pretty loose. There we go. Came right out. Look at that. It was hand tight. There it is. Okay. We got those out. There we go. Now I'm gonna cover my shifter knob so it doesn't get marred or anything like that. Set that down like that. Let's see. There we go. Get that harness out of the way. Like I said, the key here is to have a magnetic, you know, to have a magnetic socket. That's the key. Put this in here, protect everything. Don't want any squirrely drill bits coming down through. Wow, you gotta watch out. This thing really punches through. It's just plastic. Okay, there we go. And if you can see me, we have the holes drilled. Look at that. This goes right up on top. It fits right in. Put that one in. Put that one in. Look at that. These are fitting perfect. Like I heard in another video, they said you should use these washers. They're called fender washers. They're about the size of a quarter or a $50. Anything bigger than what they give you will be excellent. I'm going to go ahead and start all of these. Then it'll be real easy to just tighten them up. And this is almost through, guys. That's how fast this goes on. I mean, think about that. That's just really, there is not much to this at all. As long as your dash comes apart easy, you'll be fine. And look at that. Look how fast it's going together. Pretty cool. So it's all bolted down now. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. Everything came out really easy. Just 4 10mm for this. Like I said, use a magnetic socket. You don't want to drop one down in there. God knows you'll ever find it. Okay, now all I have to do is bolt it on top, and I am good to go. Now, I am not going to put the 2 USB cigarette lighter adapter in here and run the wires and wire them up. I don't want to do that. The reason is I've got 3 USB ports in here. I've got 2 inside my glove box and 2 in the back. I've got plenty. I don't need any more, and I don't want to go to the hassle of running that wire. So it's just going to be like this. All right, get a couple of these little screws here. You know, maybe I can find something that sits in there, you know, later. I'll see, maybe, you know, maybe ram mounts, or one of these kayak companies makes something that I can put in there, but there we go. Look at that. Boom, it's done. Now I will trace out a hole in my dash thing there. Let me show you here what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Now this is something that's made by Hondo Garage, and they were really good on my Tacoma. And when my Tacoma came out, there wasn't many mounts to get. So I went with the Hondo Garage. I might have to add washers to this later. I'll see how these little Allen bolts work. And let's see how this. There's a little bit of flex in this, but not much. So let's keep looking at this now. Look at this. Boom. Right there. I'll probably adjust that down pretty low like this, so it's not in the view of things, not obstructing my view or whatever, but that's what we have for now. Now, reassembling your head unit and dash. First, you want to clip the harness from the back of the radio to that top piece of the dashboard. You'll see it. It's just, you know, I unclipped it to get the harness out of the way. You'll just clip it back, install the 4 10mm bolts using a magnetic 10mm socket. Then you reassemble the rest of the dash. Again, I did not unplug anything from the back of the radio. I'm going to show you how easy this is to put back together. There we go. That's all the bolts you will need to tighten up. So there, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this out. Can you see this okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get this and install it back in there. And this is really easy. Again, just like it came out. I just unplugged one thing in the back, and then it just goes in like this. Try to get it even on all sides. Boom, there you go. So you definitely want it kind of, you don't want the top in more than the than the bottom, and you don't want the bottom in more than the top. Put it in even, and it pops right in. Then this right here, that's it. I'll plug in my wireless CarPlay, and it looks like we are good to go. What do you think about that? There we are. We are all back together. We have the Rago phone mount. That's awesome. I'm going to trim my dash mat and then come back after that. As you can see here, I have gone ahead and installed my ram mount accessories. I have the ram mount arm and the ball part that bolts to the Rago modular accessory mount, or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, you can see this is how I have it set up. I might change it. If you have any questions on what I'm using or where I got stuff, I will put links underneath the video in the description, but you can also reach out to me in the comments section, and I'll try to answer any questions that I can. Just watch this video. I tried to be as detailed. I'm sorry it's so long, but, you know, I'm just thorough that way, I guess. Alright guys, I hope you liked that video of me installing the Rago modular phone mount, as they call it. So here I am, I'm filming from my new phone mount. It has multiple mounts for different things. You can get all the mounts for it on Amazon. The RAM mounts, there's many other manufacturers now, but RAM was the originator, and they used to make all the mounts for all the police cars and stuff like that, to hold laptops and hold all kinds of things. I've used their stuff for years, and it's really good. I'll put some links down below, you know, like I always do, under the video in the description, if you want to check it out and do some research. But like I said, Amazon has just tons of it, so check out those links. As for the install, it was easy. You just needed a few tools, a magnetized 10mm socket. You needed a regular 11mm socket to bolt the top down. Just a couple of pieces and some hardware. The only problem I ran into was the threading in the top plate. I needed to chase those threads. I believe they're 1024. I happen to have a tap, so it was no big deal. I just chased them. It must have had powder coat in them or something, but it's all fine, real easy. Everything else is really nice and powder coated. So I hope you, I can't stay in my lane. So I hope you liked the video. If you would, please, you know, like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribing really motivates me and helps my channel grow. And, you know, if you please do that, it'd be great. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And, you know, and I will see you next time. See ya.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise.